This is demand and this is supply. Probably the most popular trading concept out there. It's super easy to understand and it works
It was
brilliantly.
perfect. Perfect.
But sometimes you encounter an invalid zone, and I'm going to show you a few tips on how you can filter them out and trade every demand or supply flawlessly. These zones are areas with huge buying or selling pressure. Demand has a lot of buying pressure, so the market is going up. And supply has a lot of selling pressure, so the price is going down. Spotting these zones is super simple. For demand, we want to see a big aggressive push in the market, but to ensure we have a strong demand, we want to see a break of structure or change of character get created. Then we can draw the demand zone from the bearish candle before the push. And for supply, we want to see a big aggressive drop in the price and again a break of structure or change of character. Then we can draw the supply zone from the bullish candle before the drop. But make sure the price movement is really aggressive, because if the price is just lazily coming up, it's not a very strong demand and it will probably get broken in the future, as we can see right here. Now that we know how to spot them, let's look at 2 tips on how we can filter out invalid zones from the solid ones. The first tip is that after a demand is created, we want the price to come back down slowly and then retest it. But we don't want the price to aggressively drop towards the demand, because there's a high chance the price will break the demand and we would lose that trade. The second involves fair value gaps. A fair value gap or imbalance is when we have 3 candles in a row and there is a gap between the first candle's high and the third candle's low. Remember how we talked about drawing the zone from the previous bearish candle? Well, we want to find a fair value gap connected to this candle. As we can see here, the price jumped up super quickly and the gap got created right here. And this is exactly what we want. But if the price is just slowly creeping up, the zone might still work, but you have a much lower chance that the zone will be strong enough in the future. But if you don't want to worry about all these things and want to save time while looking for them, use our brand new indicator SMRT Algo Pro V3, which prints you only valid supply and demand automatically. And it has a lot more features which can help you with trading demand and supply, but we are going to take a look at them later. Now let's look at one easy strategy with our new indicator and at more tips that can help you while trading demand and supply. The strategy goes like this. First of all, we want to wait for a demand zone to be created. Now we are waiting for the price to come back down to our demand and retest it. After that, we are looking for a buy signal as a confirmation. Now we set our stop loss a little bit below the demand zone and set our take profit at previous high, which would be right here, and we can enter the trade. And as we can see, the trade played out perfectly. For short trades, it's the same, just the opposite. Wait for the supply zone to be created, and now wait for the price to come back up and retest it. Then look for a sell signal as a confirmation. Now we can enter the trade and set our stop loss a little bit above the supply zone and take profit at the previous lows. And voila, money in our pocket. Now let's look at how other features of this indicator can help us when trading demand and supply. One of the most helpful features is the dashboard, which tells us what's the trend on multiple time frames, ranging from 15 minutes all the way up to daily time frame. This information helps us a lot when it comes to entering trades. For example, when we see a perfect long trade, but the dashboard is showing us that the higher time frames are bearish, there is a high chance that the trade is not going to play out well. But on the other hand, if we see a long setup and all the time frames are bullish, we can be certain that the trade is going to play out well, and maybe we can set even higher take profits. Another feature you will find useful are the retest zones. This feature prints you this retest zone, which works like dynamic support and resistance levels. This is used to confirm your trade entries. For example, right here we can see that a new demand zone was created, and then the price retests the retest zone, which could be a perfect time to enter the trade. So now we can set our stop loss again a little bit below the demand and target previous highs. And the trade played out perfectly. But this feature can be also used the other way around. When the retest zone is red and the price is far below it, it may not be the greatest time to look for buys. Retest zones are a groundbreaking feature when used correctly. We already have a video covering this feature from head to toe and how to trade with it, so make sure to check it out. And with that, we'll wrap this video up. I hope you've learned something new and that these tricks will help you in your trading. Click the first link in the description to get our new Pro V3 indicator, and make sure to leave massive thumbs up. Leave your thoughts in the comments section and click that subscribe button to stay tuned with our newest tips, strategies, and indicators. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.